Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Running Up the Skull Gaming. Today I will be going play by play over the tournament that I was in. I want to say it was Friday, and we ended up facing the number one seed in the tournament. And right when people seen us go to the loading screen, they was like, "Oh, this guy played Vose in a highly competitive game." If you don't know who Vose is, it is, I think he's like the number 5 ranked player right now on PlayStation and MUT. So like, the fact that he played him in a head-to-head game on MUT is like really crazy. That's all ish talk. I don't know that that's factual, but people were saying, they weren't really giving me a chance in this game. So I thought it would be the perfect video to like screen record and go play by play and just react to, let you guys know what I was seeing, what I was thinking, and you guys will get to see some more live, of me in the offense that I did a breakdown of the other day. So this guy is X98 baby. He was a very tough opponent. He had really good route combos. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. So right here, I heard he ran trips tight end, so I was just setting my depths, making sure like my depths were good. Having stock depths kind of is what I call them. Like, I don't use default, but I use like a stock go-to, like. And this RPO kills me every time somebody runs it on the first play. So whenever he got that, I was like, all right. It was all right. So I was like, you know what? I might have to set my depths a little lower if he keeps going to that. I might just have to use her a linebacker. So like right here, I'm looking for the crosser. I think the crosser's coming because, it's... Oh, yep, right here it is. Because most people will run those two plays back to back. They'll run like the little screen, and then they'll run the crosser, or vice versa. They'll run the crosser, make you set your depths a little higher, and then they'll run the screen. So right here, we went in zone the past 2 plays. Now we're going to run a little bit of man, see how he reacts to it. Chris Jones gets a crazy animation. He sheds off, but that's what Chris Jones does. So we get the nice little tackle in the for like a minimal gain. So it's 3rd and 9. So I'm feeling really good right here. Like right here, I'm like, okay, he had a big 27-yard play, but I feel good now. And then he hits us over the top right there. It's misthrown though. So we got really lucky there. It gets misthrown because of the pressure. So we're actually able to come up. And since I was able to catch up to it, I didn't think I could pick it because we barely got there. So I like swatted it. That was a big part in the game right there. The fact that I almost costed myself that right there. So right here, we're setting up all of our adjustments. Oh, I already know what happens this play. Oh no, that's where we get the stop at. Yes, sir. We lay the boom right there. He gets ready to catch it. We click on to that guy, and we just lay the boom right there, chat. And right here, as you guys see, I put my running back in like I did in the tutorial the other day. That wasn't just for the tutorial. I literally do that every single time. So I'm just kind of like feeling this guy out, get a few checkdowns on the field so that way I can see if he's sending heat or not. I'm pretty comfortable that this is a regs tournament, so I have a lot more time on my clock to do anything that I need to do, and then because in MUT head-to-head you only have 30 seconds. Here you have 40. And as you see, Calais Campbell got a crazy shed right there. There he gets a really lucky comeback, where he came back and he was able to make a play on that ball Usually that doesn't happen, especially with Tyreek being right there. And then right here, I notice he's in cover 2 man, and I'm really struggling against it. So what I'm going to do is, if you look at Travis Kelce, I actually put him on a crosser because I know that's killing man coverage this year. And watch what happens. He doesn't even cover it. He's like, it's the tight end. So I just throw that baby dot in there right there. That's a beautiful pass. I knew it was open. That wasn't a risky throw at all. I've been in practice mode enough. I knew I could do it. So that was a beautiful pass right there. You know, if he's not going to cover the tight end, that's what he's going to get, especially with Travis Kelce. And then I don't think he'll be able to cover this little, like, I smart routed it because I wanted it to break really fast. And then right when that guy comes across, I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be open unless he users it. He doesn't user it. So we get the catch. And I'm like, now I feel relieved because I was just on, I had 2 straight plays that went backwards. Well, 1 play that went backwards, and then I dropped my next pass. So right here, I'm feeling comfortable. I just got a first down off of, a play that I had at 3rd and 20. So right here, I'm feeling really good. I'm motioning, seeing what he's in. And there he goes again. Calais Campbell, man, just going crazy. And then here I'm going to run the same concept that got him the first time. But I see him using that safety, so I put Tyreek on a streak instead of just a baby route. And he didn't play over-the-top coverage, so he came down on Tyreek instead of running straight back. Mistake. We got the dot. That was a touchdown. That was real quick. And right here, I'm not used to going for field goals. I was just playing a really high-ranked guy, so I just wanted a quick, I didn't want him to shed with Calais Campbell or anything, and I missed it because I'm so used to going for 2 that I haven't had to kick many field goals this year. So that may come back to bite me at the end of this game. Here he's back in trips. Covering that streak. And then here I'm like, there's no way, man. There's no way. How is that getting over top of that? And then I remembered I had stock adjustments. So I went in. I instantly fixed it from 20 to 25, which I actually probably should have went 30. Crossers usually aren't bagged until they're at 30, so see if that comes back to bite us. He goes right back to the screen, and I'm telling you, chat, I struggle against that trip screen. I just haven't found a lot that works on it yet this year. So the only thing I know I have to guard right here is that streak. And look, he hits me with it. I was lucky enough to get a tackle right there, so. And this is just little things that I see that he's going to. He's not liking my cover, too, because, it's giving him a lot of fits. So I will, until, somebody finds a way to, really beat it in a bunch of ways, I'll stay to it and I'll just use what I got to. And here I get stuck on a lineman. He runs a screen. He could have ran a lot of plays there to get a lot more yards. So I'm not disappointed that, I was on a lineman for a screen. I just need to do it like I did last year. I need to start making all my adjustments while I'm on my user. That's my fault. Right there, he goes with a nice little inside zone. So he's finding things in this 3-3-5 that he like against my 3-3-5 that he likes going against. He's staying in it. Here I got stuck on a lineman again, but Chris Jones is he's a beast, man. So we run backwards, and we are able to get a swat. If we was on our user, that could have been a pick, but. And right there, that was just a dot. Like, that was just a good play. I don't know. I don't think he knew he was in man. I think he just seen that once we was in man, I think he looked at his tight end and he was just open. Because that's the first time really running man. And then he goes fullback dive, and then he goes right back to it. So all I do is pinch my line and I slant inside. I don't run commit or nothing. And then we smack him right there. We absolutely kill him right there. And then he goes to a different play. So I'm like, man, this dude's in trouble. He's the number one player in this tournament. He's really in trouble right now, though. If he doesn't score here and he gives me the ball back, even if it is just on the one, he's in some kind of trouble. He goes goal line. So what I do is I just I just crash inside. That's all I do whenever I do, go against this. I crashed inside, didn't animate on it, so he gets in, a walk-in free touchdown after, 2 goal line stands, so that's kind of, tough. And this is at the point in time where, right after he scores, somebody comes in my chat and they say, oh, you're playing X98, baby. This is a rough day at the office. But in my mind, I'm saying, I already got my one stop. I feel so comfortable in my offense that if I get one stop, I feel like the game's mine. So this is my main play right here. You guys will see this is my main play right here. It's got a nice little high-low read. All I do is, let's see what I do on this play. See, I can drag, I can slant, I can do crossers. I usually go with a high-low read. And the only time I really streak Tyreek is if I think they're in man like that and I can just beat them over the top. So right here's my high-low read. Bam. Ain't guarding Tyreek, that's a rough day at the office right there. You ain't guarding that man, that's a rough day at the office. And notice that this guy's in 3-2-6, guys. That's big coming in later. That is big time. That comes in clutch for me later. It's the best passing defense out right now, though. So right here, I just scramble, slide, get the first down. Fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning. I'm feeling good. I'm down 7-6. I get ball after half, and I have ball right now. So I really feel comfortable in this situation. So here he is, 3-2-6 again. So I go, you know what? Okay, I see you. So I just audible down to weak close. That's why we put the running back in over there. And then boom, he gets an animation with Calais Campbell. So I hurry up and I go to the same thing. And the only thing I'm going to do right here is I'm going to switch sides. See, I'm running away from Calais Campbell right there. He has an X factor. I don't want to run at him. And then I just get outside and I keep going. Boom. Get tackled. That's a 32-yard run right there. And then I come out and I see he's in the same thing. I'm like, dude, you just got gashed. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to flip this play right here. I'm going to do the same thing. Boom. Gash the run. He slanted too hard outside. I just took it to the inside and I cribbed it. So right here, we're going to go for 2. Thinking there's only 58 seconds in the half. There's not really any way. I don't think he can score, even though he has 3 timeouts. He's really struggled against my defense. He's, had to get 5-6 yards at a time. The most he's getting is a field goal. Is my thought process right here. And he got pretty good pressure, so I just had to run backwards and throw that ball away. So here we are. We're 54 seconds. And I'm really feeling alright, you know? Like, I'm not thinking, hey, he's going to have to beat me with a bunch of underneath routes. He throws that ball. First of all, it's way overthrown. Second of all, he's not completing that pass. There's no way. I go up to 30 yards because he was a little over it, so I just didn't want the chance. So now I feel really comfortable in my adjustment. Like, I'm straight right here. I'm like, okay, cool. There's no way. You know, we got a lucky animation right there with the run. And he calls a timeout. So that's big time. Like, he just called us a timeout. There's 42 seconds left. That's 3rd and 7. Like, he's got one good little run. Other than that, like, first down, he had to chuck it up, basically. Lucky he didn't throw a pick. And here, look at this. This was so dumb. I went man coverage, cover 2, and literally I just get torched. Like, that was just the matter of the like, I was literally just in man coverage right there. Because he was quick hiking me a little bit to the point where I couldn't get all my zone adjustments in. So he hits me with a streak. Just in man coverage, my man gets beat, and I was using the safety, playing too aggressive. And then on the 2-point conversion, he goes right back to that screen. So, like, 2 really good plays. So now I'm like, damn, like, I'm probably going to be down by 3 points at halftime. And, you know, there's nothing really I can do about it. I'm going to try to score. But I notice how aggressive he's playing, and he only has one high safety, so I'm guessing he's probably in a purple because that's meta right now. And there's just nobody over there. I just hit Tyreek right here, right in the seam. I rack catch it. We're running after that catch, and we're in the end zone. So at this point, I'm like, I'm up 3. I'm just going to kick my extra point. It's not something that I honestly like to do. I don't like kicking extra points, but at this point, we're 0 for 1 on 2 points, and we already missed 1 extra point. So it's just like, I needed that. I needed, like, pretty much a guaranteed 4-point lead right there. So that way, no matter what happens in the second half, as long as I score on my next drive, I got a 2-possession lead. And that's what we're really chasing there. So we're locking him up on defense. I messed up and I went cover 2 man. So I think that actually got me out of cover 2 man almost entirely the rest of the game. I was like, you know what? He's struggling enough against this zone that I'm putting out there. He keeps running a streak on the outside, taking my user basically completely out of the game. He tries to hit this. I get the hit stick, though. You know, I click on, come down, and hit sticking. Clap them cheeks a little bit. So he only has 12 seconds, so I'm alright with this, whatever he does, you know. And we make a play right here, boys. Right there. That was pretty much like, that sealed it for me. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to try to score one more time. I'm going to see if he is, you know, dumb enough to give me a 1-play touchdown again. But other than that, I'm really feeling confident, you know, like really confident. And then I see he's in man 3 deep, and I was like, man, I got 2 really good man-beating routes. One's going to get yards after catch, and one's going to get, you know, yards on the catch. So I go to it, and then just he usered Calais Campbell and just got crazy pressure. So I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with a 4-point lead. I'm not trying to, you know, get one of those throw out a sack animations and throw an interception. So I'm cool with this. I'm just gonna, take my 6-7 yards, and I'm cool with going to halftime on that. And if you look in the bottom left screen, like I was just singing. If you want to rewind like 5-6 seconds, I was just singing. And then I knew he was gonna try something tricky because this dude's part of a Madden group, and they're all kind of like this. They all play similar on, like they all have the same tendencies, I should say. So I knew to wait at least there. So I was able to get the onside. He still kicked it instead of calling his timeout. So, I mean, there's that. So a score rate here would, mean a 2-possession lead. Right here we got our little high-low read, the drag and the post. The drag's not getting caught up to. And then I notice he's in the defense, and I'm like, man, I know it's a 4-man front, but can I run on it? I think he run commits, he blows it up in the backfield, so I'm like, all right, good play, I'm already in field goal range, so I've already got a 7-point lead, so I'm not really sweating it. But he goes right back to this, so I'm like, you know what? He goes right back to 3-2-6, so I'm like, let's see if I can get a cheap one with Mecole Hardman right here. That's what I'm really looking at. Can I get a cheap one with Mecole Hardman? If not, that crosser probably be open. And look, Mecole right there. Nope. I don't feel comfortable throwing it. Tyreek coming across the field. I throw that at about a 4-5 o'clock angle. About the 4:30 hour, you know what I'm saying? On my downwards on my left stick. Nice little pass lead. And here, this is just a true clock tactic. This isn't even like a, I feel so confident that I know I'm going to score, so I just took first down to, kind of kill a little bit of the clock. Now I'm doing my adjustments and stuff. He feels comfortable. I feel really comfortable. And then look at Tyreek. Boom! Dot. Back in front of the end zone. That was just clutch right there. You see me in my chair get up. I'm screaming. I'm like, yeah, baby. I'm in the chat with one of my homeboys while I'm streaming saying, because this is the semifinals right here. This isn't even the finals. I was the number 4 seed. This guy was the number 1 seed. And, yeah, I was like, man, all you got to do is get there. Because he was also in the semifinal. And he was doing well. I said, all you got to do is get here. I feel like this game is mine now. I'm up 11. There is 7.5 minutes, though, and it is Madden, so. He hits me with his screen, and I'm being serious. His success on the screen is crazy. He got 27 yards. He got a 2-point conversion. And then on this play right there, he only gets 12. But, only 12 is not a bad thing. That's just a ball that's overthrown. Honestly, though, I think if he catches it, I think I still am able to click on it and get a good hit stick animation to probably knock that ball out. He does a little inside zone, and we get Chris Jones to just absolutely animate right there. That's awesome. That's probably my favorite part about Kansas City's defense. The only thing you really have to worry about stretch, Chris Jones is going to blow up a lot of the inside runs. I don't even think he has inside stuff. I just think he gets really good animations. And look, that was a dot. He just needed to throw more of those. I'm taking away a lot of the sidelines, but this kid is not, seeing the screen again, the third time, I'm just not knowing how to adjust to it. He could probably honestly hit me with it time after time after time, especially when I'm playing on that safety. If I was playing on a linebacker, that's a different story. And I think that's what I do here. Is I think I go to nope. He hits me. He gashes me with this run. That was probably his best run of the game. Nice little, what, 15, 20 yards. But that screen is just killing me right now, you know? He tries to throw this. He almost gets it, but it's just out of bounds. I think that's just a bad throw, too. Like, I don't know that I'm, trying to roll out and throw that. Because you kind of have, to get him inbounds, you kind of have to throw it underneath. And the way that man plays when you throw an underneath play, it's been getting picked a lot this year. And look, I'm in man and I'm pressed, so that one I'm actually pissed about. I pass committed because I knew he was passing. I pressed and I was in man coverage, and the fact that he throws that still for 8 yards, that kind of irritated me, I ain't gonna lie. So he goes with this, and I'm figuring he's just going to slant him. Can't get it, though, because he's throwing crossbody. And he was under pressure by Chris Jones. So that's two things that I didn't think he could do. I didn't think he could step that way and throw that ball. You may say he got a little cheated, but, I mean... And right here, I actually figured he was going to run, so all I do is... slant inside and I contained. And then he runs an inside zone, and at first I was like, oh shit, he got it. And then I seen the arrow change to my side of the field, and I was like, you see, I get a bit excited right there. And right at this point, I'm literally telling my homeboy, I'm like, bro, just get here. I feel like I just won this game, I'm up 11. I have the ball. There's only 4 minutes left. He's on aggressive. He's gonna get a couple penalties. So let's see what happens though, because this game's not over. Like I said, this is John Madden football. So we're gonna go back to our high-low read right here. See if he starts picking up on it. We are having major success on this play. And then he's also having trouble guarding that seam route. So I run both. And then look at Tyreek right here. Boom, I hit him. Swerve, catch it, so that way I can keep myself in bounds. That was just a pretty ball right there. That was... Honestly, I feel so comfortable in this offense. That's why I went and gave it a breakdown on my last video. This game was crazy good. So here, I'm just audibling down because, I'm trying to chew a little bit of clock. As you can see, I'm, letting it go down to, probably, 5 seconds here. Oh, 6 seconds. And he's run committing, so, I'm going to use that against him eventually. I'm knowing in my head that I'm eventually going to use that tactic against him. What kind of route combo was that? That was whack. That was a whack. Just this is my first time watching this, so that was whack. What was I thinking? Was the time just low right there? That was just whack. And right here, I see he's actually in... The difference between man and zone is whenever they're in zone, they sit 5 yards off the ball. Whenever they're in man, they sit 3 yards off the ball. So I knew instantly he was in zone. So I go to this little play. He's playing really aggressive on that linebacker right there that's mic'd. And I know if I just slant this guy, if I bring Hardman in, he's going to user him thinking I'm running in that. And then look, my tight end is just wide open in that seam. And that right there, right when he paused, you see me celebrating because I know he's quitting. We win that game 26-15 with the ball and a little over 2 minutes left to play. So that was a GG's right there, guys. If there's any other content that you guys would like to see, just let me know. I'll be sharing live gameplay from really good games. I'll be sharing, new schemes that I come up with. As you see, that was the Carolina playbook, but I have the same audible set as if I was in Saints. The only difference is Carolina has bunch quads, which as you actually see is what I'm in practice mode doing right now, as I'm working on some bunch quads. And the reason I really like that is just because it has a quarterback draw in it that I really like. But the Saints overall has more things in it. I just like the gun bunch quads blast. Like I like the draw in it. So I hope y'all enjoy. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment any video you might want to see, guys. Peace.